Huh? Wait. Oh, shoot. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Imperfect Peace. Hey, welcome to another episode of Imperfect Peace. I guess I can take my eye patch off. Welcome to another episode of Imperfect Peace. Now, y'all, I'm coming to y'all imperfectly. I still got my flexi bras and my bonnet on, my mask on. I'm in my relaxing clothes. I was doing my breathing exercises with my eye mask on. So today we are going to talk about self-care, self-love, self-care. But before we do all of that, y'all already know what we got to do. Let's go ahead and get them in the building. Get them in the building. Get them in the building. Okay, let's go ahead and usher in our ancestors. Get this party started, all right? So here we go. Yes, nice and strong. They are here. Ooh, y'all. I gotta show y'all a video of how strong they be around me. It was a video, it's about 25 seconds. It actually is a video for another vlog, but that part I had to cut out and send, because I was like, am I going crazy or am I seeing what I really think I'm seeing? So I had to ask my sisters, and my sisters was like, girl, yes, your ancestors are definitely present. So I gotta show y'all that clip, but it'll probably be a YouTube short because it's under a minute long. It's like I said, it's only 25 seconds. So I'll probably make it a YouTube short, but be looking out for that because y'all, yes. So let's get into it. Let's get into our happy hour. Let me go ahead and pull my shot up. Pull my shot up down. Yeah. All right. So we got our shot together. Okay. So I'm all over the place. So my happy hour for this episode is going to be the fact that I am being vulnerable enough to show up like this so that we can talk about some real shit. Like, so we can really talk about and get into some real self-care. Like, I'm showing up like this for y'all. For me too, because, I need to do my skin routine. But still, I'm letting you guys see it. So that's me being a little more vulnerable and not taking myself too seriously. That's my happy hour. And we'll talk about how I got here, okay? But that is my happy hour. So right now, let's cheers, okay? All right. And I got some Prosecco as my drink tonight. So while I am getting that together, let's go ahead and dive into what we're going to talk about. All right, guys. So we are talking about self-care, self-love. It's all the same, however you look at it, right? And what I really want to drive home is it's important for us, especially us women, especially if you are a magical woman like myself. Self-care is very important. It's very important, very imperative, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. This is the week of May 8th. I think that was the first. That was Monday. May 7th, May 8th. This is the week of May 7th or 8th, whatever. But we in that week, right? And so last week I was in Phoenix. And that was one of the reasons why you guys did not get an Imperfect Peace episode. It's not that I want to do them every 2 weeks. It's that I was genuinely on travel for work. I'm going to do like real comfortable, okay? So, because we keekeeing, right? This is our new direction. We keekeeing. So, I'm not drinking it all. But anyway, so I was in Phoenix. Okay, this is gonna be a little harder than what I thought, baby. Sorry about that. Cause your girl struggled. Okay, your girl slam struggle. Let's go ahead and pull the whole thing, cause I deserve it after that struggle, right? Anyway. Anyway, and we're gonna teach y'all about wines and stuff, how to properly taste things. Like, y'all, we're gonna get into all that shit, but that's not this episode. It's really not. So this episode, we're talking about self-care, right? And last week, I was in Phoenix, and I was there for work. It was a beautiful trip. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to fill y'all in on that. But we're not here for that. So that's why you didn't get an episode last week, okay? But like I told y'all in the previous episode, I've come to terms with the fact that spiritual podcasts are not something that, is something that can just be done on a routine basis. You know what I'm saying? It's an energetic thing, and sometimes the energy is not going to be there for the recording. But like I said, that was in the previous episode. We've already gone through that, so we're not going to reiterate. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to go through that again. But anyway, so last week I was in Phoenix, but the week before that, I reached out to my supervisor and I was like, you know what? Since the fire, I have not been able to really slow down and really focus and check in on myself. So the week after we travel, for that entire week until the Tuesday after Mother's Day, which I believe is the 16th, I am not going to be working. I'm taking leave. I am taking time off. I need to check in on myself. I need to check in on my mental. I need to make sure that I'm okay. And that's where my self-care week began. So my self-care week really honestly began when we landed Friday, because I told them when we landed Friday, Cinco de Mayo, when we landed Friday, I was like, okay, so as soon as we touch back in DC, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all not gonna hear from me until the Tuesday after Mother's Day. And I sincerely meant that. Now, I did break it a little bit because we were all letting each other know that we made it in at home. And so around about 6:45 is the last time that they heard. 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the last time that my supervisor and coworkers heard from me when I said, oh yeah, I've been home for about 40 minutes now, That's the last time that they heard from me. And they won't hear from me until Tuesday when I say, good morning, y'all, I'm back, catching up on everything. So they will not hear from me until Tuesday. And my focus this week is staying off of social media. I'm not social media available this week. I closed my bookings, so you cannot book any services with me this week. Spirit was like, you really have to slow down and be intentional about your self-care week, okay? So that is what I am doing. I am slowing down, and I am being exceptionally intentional about my self-care week. There have been phone calls, there have been messages, there have been tags on social media, there's been comments on different posts and stuff, and if I don't want to, I'm not going to look. If I don't want to, I'm not going to reply. If I don't want to, I'm not going to answer the phone. And that is okay. That is okay. I need us to normalize shit like that. I need us to understand that sometimes we got to take time out for ourselves and pull our availability for others. We need to pull that and say, okay, I'm not available for you. not available for you, y'all should see this flame on this too. Like they are here, okay? And they're proud of me because this is something I don't do. This is something new, okay? But yeah, so if I don't feel like answering the phone, if I don't feel like going somewhere, if I don't feel like being in your company, I'm not going to. And I have found it to be easier than what I thought it was going to be. Now there are some instances where there are some things that I didn't necessarily want to do, but it was in the best interest of everybody involved that I go ahead and comply or go ahead and, you know, do whatever I had to do. But that was just for a moment, you know what I'm saying? It was for a brief moment, and it wasn't something that took a whole lot of my time and attention. And I'm focusing a lot of my time and attention on me. Of course, I have that window, and I always have the window of being a mom. That's not going to change. And to be truthfully honest with you, if I had thought about it the way that I really had intended for it, I would have done this week during spring break, during his spring break, while he was gone. However, that wasn't feasible. It wasn't possible because during his spring break, I was amping up for work travel, and I had to get a lot of things out of the way and a lot of things done before we left to go to Phoenix. So it wasn't possible for me to literally have everything off, from being a mom, from work, from being a priestess, from being a mentor. It wasn't possible, okay? So I can understand that I'm not gonna be able, like this week, I was fully able to understand that I'm not fully gonna be able to be off. I'm not fully gonna be able to say, okay, all of my roles I'm putting down, and I'm just gonna focus on me. And it's okay. Like for the most part, I put down all of the roles that I needed to. Regardless of whether he's with me or not, I'm still a mom. So that is not going to change. That never changes, right? Even when he was on spring break, I'm still a mom. I'm still checking in. So it made me realize that like some jobs, I myself just cannot put down. So I'm okay with having my self-care week and still having and fulfilling the role of mom. And it's actually been really good for my self-care week because we are cooking together, we're in the kitchen together, we're spending a lot of time together, we're talking, and it really helps that I was gone for a week before this, so he kind of had a chance to miss mom. Mom wasn't annoying for a whole week. Mom was here to get on my nerves for a whole week, and I'm not saying that I get on my son's nerves all the time, but he had that moment where he had a break and he was able to miss mom's energy, right? And for this week, from what he said a lot, that he had to fend for himself quite a bit this week, cooking for himself and this, that, and the third. So, you know, he missed mom. He missed mom doing her thing. So, that was interesting. It was also interesting that it took 2 people to fulfill my one role for the 5 days that I was gone. 5-6 days that I was gone. So that also told me that I have big shoes to fill. If it took 2 people, you know what I'm saying? Those are some big shoes that I'm filling. It took 2 people to fill my shoes last week. So, that was kind of rewarding to me, you know what I'm saying? Because they realize that I have big shoes to fill. Whether they acknowledge it outwardly or not, they still had the tag team to fulfill everything that I did for my child alone. So that was kind of eye-opening for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took 2 people to do my role that I do on a daily, that I do without even batting an eye. You know what I'm saying? And And I'm not, I'm not saying that they're incapable or anything like that, but it just goes to show you how hard in the paint that I really go as a mom. You know what I mean? Amongst other things. But that was really cool. So this week, I've been focusing on my mental health. I've been focusing on what makes me happy. I've been diving a lot into my own personal emotional state. I don't think I really had a chance. I think the whole Through the Fire vlog is, I'm not going to say I think. I've come to the conclusion that my entire Through the Fire vlog is my way of processing the fire. But it took meditation, and it took me to like really slow down to really understand that. You know what I'm saying? Through the Fire has been a journey. It's been eye-opening for me. It's been vulnerable. It's just been me opening myself up, opening my life up to you guys, and that's something that I don't do on a regular basis. And so I, through meditation this week, have come to the conclusion that Through the Fire is really my therapeutic processing phase of how I process what happened to me through this whole fire experience. It's been very taxing on me, and I realized that a couple of weeks ago, when I was working on finalizing the inventory checklist, or the inventory list that I need to provide to my insurance company, and that got super overwhelming. Can you imagine trying to remember the things that you've possessed over the lifespan that you've been in the dwelling prior to the fire? Like all of that up until, that shit was hard. And thank God I frequent my favorite store the way I do, because they had all of my invoices backed up on their system. So they were able to send me my invoices so that I could look through everything and put those on the contents list. But it got so overwhelming that I mentally shut down, and my ancestors were like, you know what? You have enough on the list. Whatever else is lost, just cut it as a loss and submit this thing, because this thing is going to cause you to spiral. It's going to it could potentially cause a mental breakdown. And that's not the business that we're in right now. And the thing too is, I'm totally aware of myself mentally and emotionally, and I check in with myself all the time, because I have to. I'm in a line of business where people talk to me. I counsel people all the time. And for lack of better words or better terms at this moment, people trauma dump. And they're supposed to. Don't get me wrong. They're supposed to. And I'm supposed to be able to come up with a way that I release and cope with what I'm hearing, what I'm processing for others, and the relationships that I have with others to help them during their healing journey. I already have a process in place for that, but I don't necessarily check in on myself as much as I should, as much as I need to, right? And so that's why Spirit was like, no, we're not going to allow you to book. We're not going to allow you to do any services. We don't want you working. You have to take a week to like slow down and focus solely on yourself. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you thrive, because you're about to enter another busy season and you're going to really need this time. So I really had to acknowledge that And I really had to be in the state of mind where I said, okay, I will lodge. And it takes a lot to get here. It took me a while to get here because I'm such a workaholic. And the fire, going through everything that I've gone through with the fire, and I keep bringing a lot of this stuff back to the fire because the fire is honestly the catalyst that slowed me down. I was full force, full steam ahead with a lot of the things, a lot of projects that I'm doing, a lot of things that I've been rolling out with. I had a whole store with inventory, like fully inventory, fully stocked and everything. Like I had so much going on. And the fire really put a pause to everything. And I needed that. I didn't realize how badly I needed that until 2 weeks ago, when I reached out to my supervisor and I was like, no, I really gotta stop. I really gotta slow down. And what really prompted that was the fact that every morning I was crying and I couldn't figure out like, what the fuck was going on? Like, why am I crying? I know that I'm okay. I know I'm safe. I know I got a big blotch of, and I feel it earlier too, a big blotch of mask. This mask is finally dry. But I didn't realize that I needed the moment to really slow down and step back from the world and really check in on me until I continuously broke down every morning. It came to a point where I cried on my way to work because I've been going into the office 2 to 3 days a week, every week, because I'm on a special project at work. And I found myself crying and talking myself, down from just mentally breaking. Convincing myself that, girl, like, you have this, like, you just need to slow down, you need a moment. And that's when I realized, like, work is overwhelming now. Life is overwhelming now. I really have to stop. I gotta stop, I gotta pause. I gotta let life, and I gotta let the world go on around me as I stop in my own world and process and check in on myself and love on myself and really own in on me. And so that's what this episode is about. I need all of us to take some time, even if it's just a weekend. Some of us do not have the leave to take off all week. And I understand that, and I acknowledge that. I really I didn't take off at all last year. I took off here and there, but I didn't take off for like vacations or anything last year. So I had leave. Trust me, I got a leave balance. Okay, I got leave built up. Okay, I got about 6 weeks of leave, even after this week. So I needed to use the leave. You know what I'm saying? And so what better way to utilize the leave than on myself, to check in on myself. A lot of people take mental health breaks from work, and it's only maybe a day or two. But I am encouraging you to do what I did and take a whole week and just be in your own energy. Your own energy. Like, don't let outside anything influence you this week or whatever week you plan to do it, right? And that's what I've been doing. I haven't let social media influence anything. I haven't really been on social media. And when I do find myself on there, I'm like, oop, get off. So that's been a thing. Like I said, I'm not making myself available for anyone. If I want to answer the phone, I'll answer it. If I don't, I just don't. And that's okay. And understanding that that's okay is important, because we are so quick to be there for everybody else. And this week has also taught me what energy is truly positive for me in my day-to-day. Okay, there are some people that I haven't spoken to, and I'm realizing that not a necessity to have them in my life in the capacity in which they're in, or they were in. Just reevaluating things. Also, when you reclude and you really are immersing your own energy, you realize the people who see it like that and reach out and say, hey, is everything okay? Are you okay? I haven't heard from you in a minute. Are you okay? That is important to me. The ones that haven't reached out, and mind you, I really haven't been really active. This week is it's a cutoff for real. But I haven't really been speaking to people. I've been kind of recluding myself for a couple of weeks now. And it's interesting to see those that have caught on to that and say, hey, wait a minute, reached out, hey, you okay? Are we good? Just checking in, just making sure everything's good. And those are the people who I am going to continue to pour into, and I'm going to continue to allow, them to feel and take part of my energy. It's crazy because some of the people that I haven't heard from, I really didn't think that it was going to. And I'm not saying that I'm looking for that, but everybody's life be life. And it's funny how I can reach out to people to check in, make sure you're okay, all of that, but I don't get I don't get that reciprocity. And so this week, this self-care week, the self-love week has taught me so much. It's shown me a lot, and I really want that for you all. I really do. So, how am I spending this self-care week? I'm shopping. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm shopping when I want to, how I want to, if I want to. I am getting myself together for this. I'm having a brunch this weekend for Mother's Day. So I'm preparing for that. I'm really excited. My sister and I are hosting a brunch, and we're cooking everything. So I'm really excited about that. I'll probably vlog that. I've been doing some things that I'm excited about in regards to my house. That means getting ideas and taking trips to different stores, Hobby Lobby, IKEA, at home, TJ Maxx. Look, you see the smile on my face, like really shopping for things, like getting a lot of that happy energy out. You know what I'm saying? Spending time reading books. I spent some time getting myself together. I got my facial. I gave myself a dermaplane facial last week that has been amazing. It left my skin feeling very, 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 very refreshed. So yes, dermaplane facials are something that I did get. Dermaplane facials are where they take the scalpel and they go across your face with the scalpel, and they get the dead skin off of your face, as well as excess hair off your face. I'm hairy. Not alone. So they take excess skin and hair off your face. I got my eyebrows done. I got my chin wax, my lip wax. Because, like I said, I'm taking care of myself, okay? And what else did I got my nails done. Like I said, I've been shopping and I've been cleaning. Cleaning is very therapeutic for me. I love to clean my home. So, and I started cleaning as soon as I got here from Phoenix. Literally, when I stepped into the house, the very first thing that I did was I unpacked. And the way I pack when I'm on my way back home is all my clean clothes are in a separate bag. So that was on my clean clothes was in my carry-on bag, and my dirty clothes was in my big suitcase. Well, I brought my clean clothes, put them up, and then I went through my dirty clothes and I washed my clothes as soon as I got here. Not only did I wash my clothes, I stripped my bed, made my bed up. And that was for me to like really jumpstart myself to this self-care week. I didn't want the same energy that I laid in to come into this week. So, and I changed my sheets and stuff weekly anyway. So that was the process, or the thought process behind that. I've been reading. I've just been meditating. I've been focusing on myself and my energy. I've been letting my intuition drive me. I've been checking in with my ancestors, making sure that, you know, I'm on the right track, and they'll send me signs and signals and synchronicities that show me that I am indeed on the right track and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So much has opened up for me. So much has just happened this week that has just been absolutely amazing. And it's only Tuesday evening, y'all. It's literally only Tuesday evening. So I'm looking forward to what this week has to offer me. This episode will probably drop, since I have Through the Fire dropping on Wednesdays. I'll probably drop this on Thursday. Just saying. But this week has been everything that I needed. It's been everything that I needed. I'm about to fucking cry. So again, I'm encouraging you guys to take spiritual baths. When you're doing your self-care and your self-love and you're loving on yourself, make sure that if it's even just a block of time, make sure it's a block of time that's uninterrupted. If you have small kids, I would suggest you do this in the evenings when your children are down and they're not going to interrupt you. Taking a spiritual bath. Even if it's not a spiritual bath, even if it's just a regular relaxing bubble bath, take it. Take it. Get yourself some self-care stuff. I have, once I take this off, I'm going to be rolling my face with this rose quartz roller, and I'm going to be putting these under my eyes to refresh my eyes, refresh my face. I'm really giving myself the spa treatment this evening when it comes to just my face. And actually after this, I'll probably take a bath before I take this off my face. And just moisturize my face. Also, what you can do is, I got my props. Sage. Go ahead and cleanse your home, cleanse the energy of your home, but not only cleanse the energy of your home. I know we focus on staging our houses and clearing out our houses and clearing out the energies of our houses, but why not sage yourself? Sage yourself, clear your own energy, clear your own energetic field, help yourself in that capacity with sage, right? So we have breathing, we have spiritual baths, we have, giving yourself spa treatment. We have doing your hair, y'all. Like, you ever feel like you a bad bitch after you did your hair? Do your hair. I done reinstalled this week. This week. Actually, this morning. I ain't even gonna hold you. This morning, I reinstalled the wig because I'm like, you know what? I want to be cute. So I really think that what I'm gonna do tomorrow, Wednesday, is do it up, like do myself up, do my makeup and stuff, because I've done my face, my skincare, my skin mask routine. Do it up for myself tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself in something cute. I love this outfit. This outfit I wore on another episode of Imperfect Peace. That's why I was like, I'm comfortable wearing this outfit, because all of my other stuff that I wear around the house, not necessarily around the house, but to bed and to relax and to really checking self-care. Sometimes I'm naked. I ain't gonna hold you. Being naked and being in the nude is okay. Being with yourself is okay. Also, y'all, self-love can include masturbation. I'm not even gonna hold you. Checking in with yourself in a sensual way. Pleasing yourself in a sensual way. That has its benefits too. So don't just think that you have to just do things for your emotions and your physical, because I've been working out as well. I've been really on point with my workouts and stuff too. Being more, conscious and tapped in for that. But masturbation, really physically, sensually checking on yourself. That's a thing too. And it just doesn't have to just be masturbation when we're talking about sensually checking on yourself. You can have yourself a fashion show where you're dressed in nothing but what makes you feel the sexiest. That's sensual too. That's sensual play as well. So don't think that just because you're touching on yourself that's the only sensual pleasure that you can that can come about sensually. No, you can feel sexy by just dressing up. You don't even have to do the whole nine with the makeup and everything. Just be your sexy self. Take some sexy ass pictures of yourself. Even if you're not sending them to anybody, take some sexy ass pictures of yourself. That is self-care. You're really bringing your everything out, your full essence out, right? And y'all already know when I'm stressed and when I really need to wind down and when I really need to get myself together. Yes, this is the same coloring book. But okay, let me tell you why I do this. I buy two of the same coloring books. Because one I keep for myself, right? But the other one, just in case I have guests or like godchildren over and we decide to sit down and color, I don't want y'all messing in my book. So y'all can have your own. So that's the real reason why I do that. For real, that's the real reason I do that. But I just wanted to come and talk about really loving on yourself. Like, take some true time. Us as Black women, we don't do it enough. We don't do it, most of the time we don't do it at all. We don't do this enough. So make it a point to really check in, like really, really check in on yourself. Like deep emotional and mental check-ins with yourself. A lot, like I said, has come to the forefront for me as far as like realizing who's there and the capacity in which some people, are in my life and where some things need to shift. So I'm really happy. I'm glowing. Like I'm glowing. I'm happy. You can tell this is a healthy situation for me. And yeah, I just really want to encourage you all to do the same thing. To really sincerely be good to yourself. Put the energy that you put into loving others outside of you into you. Like, seriously pour into yourself. The way and the capacity in which I give love, to give this to myself, finally, I can't get this from anybody else. And you gotta understand that you can't get what you need sometimes from outside sources. It has to come from you. It has to come from you. And these are not tears of sorrow. These are tears of joy. These are tears of excitement. These are tears of realization, self-mastery. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just so proud of myself because I don't do this. I'm so proud of me. And I want to be proud of you. So we're going to end this episode here because I need to get myself together and I need to get this mask off so we can do these eye patches and the rose quartz roller. Okay? So I'm going to get my little stuff together. But y'all, please follow my advice and get yourself, even if it's a block of time, an hour and a half, 2 hours before sleep, do it. Nothing is too small for yourself, okay? Nothing is too small when it comes to loving on yourself. And even if you only have 5 minutes to love on yourself, take that 5 minutes to enjoy your favorite chocolate bar or your favorite wine or your favorite something, and pour into yourself. Make yourself happy during that time, okay? So that is this episode, y'all. Like I said, and it came to y'all, oh wow, like vulnerable as hell. Came to y'all with my mask on, with my bonnet on, with my hair in my flexies, and in my, my night pajamas, and just to keekee and to, really show y'all, like, I'm really in this. I'm practicing, I'm living what I'm talking about. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. Thank y'all for just coming in this new direction with me as far as the podcast goes. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all in the next episode. Bye, y'all.